Alright, what's good guys? Second attempt trying to film this video. I hope the background noise aren't too loud because there's like a big street over there. As you can see, we're rocking the outfit today. Polo Ralph Lauren cap, Ray-Ban sunglasses. It's the rest of the outfit. Not trying to flex or anything, just showing you my outfit, you know. But enough about me. What I want to talk about today is that a year ago, so like June 2021, I was depressed, man. Like a year ago, I think like June 14th, I guess it was June 14th, I think, was when I had my last final exam. And pretty much when you, in Germany, when you graduate, when you do your A levels, you have like 3 written exams and 2 exams where you, I don't know how you call this, you know, like you don't have to write anything, you have to do like a presentation and shit. And like a year ago, this was what happened to me. Like I had my last exam, I finished school, I graduated, and I've been depressed, man. Like I'm telling you, a year ago, dude, this is getting kind of exhausting anyway. A year ago, I finished high school, and it just threw me off balance, man. Like it was against everything that I knew from the past. Like my entire view on the world just got challenged because for 12 years it's been the same, man. You know, like you go to school on the weekends, you have your free time, you meet your friends, you do your hobbies and shit. Every summer, there's summer vacation, you come back, you are one class closer to graduation. This time it was just complete freedom, and I had too much freedom back then, and this made me depressed. And I knew that this would come, or at least I got warned about this. Like my mom told me, like when she graduated, she was depressed, and man, I mean it makes sense, right? Because you just lose direction, you just lose purpose, you don't know what's coming next, you don't have a new goal at first. And most of my peers, they drowned their sorrows, they drowned their fears about the future, they drowned their depression about not having a goal in alcohol, going to parties, spending a lot of time with friends. And I apologize if it's like a little loud right now. I'm entering into this tunnel and there are like a lot of bikers here. Anyways, like most of my peers, they just fucking partied, indulged in instant gratification, and I was just, I mean, looking back, it would have probably been the better option, because at least I would have been social. Like, I did a couple of activities with my friends, don't get me wrong there, but I basically, because I was working so hard, I completely, and like I was so much on my self-improvement grind, I cut out all my friends, and so I didn't spend a lot of time after I graduated with my friends. And I spent a lot of time at home watching Netflix. The only productive thing I would do is just, you know, work out, and that was it pretty much. And I want to give you this message that, like, basically, you need to have a goal. You always need to have something to work towards. I think if you have too much free time and no discipline, man, you're gonna get depressed. That was happening to me. Like, too much freedom, it's not good for your mental health, bro. And like, I was watching Hamza back then. I knew about mental health, but I didn't implement it. I was just so lost, and I didn't do my habits properly. I would have no routine anymore. That was the biggest thing. Like, and that's why I struggled with consistently working out for the last year, because my routine was gone and I had no structure to my life anymore. And everyone's always blaming, like they want to break free from the routine, they want to have fun and experience the world, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, I've never felt better, I've never had better mental health than when I had like a strict routine. And I'm gonna make a separate video about this where I talk about why I love routine. Kind of getting that glow on my skin right now. Skincare has been kicking anyways. I mean, actually I thought this would be a lot more uncomfortable than this, like just walking around with my phone out and talking to the camera. But I realized nobody fucking cares, so might as well do it, you know, get the discomfort, record a video. But yeah, man, so I was depressed a year ago, and it was also a year ago that I started my YouTube channel. It was a year ago that I started expressing my ideas online, and I started sharing my knowledge with the world, my wisdom. And my first videos, looking back, they just sucked, man, but I think the approach was right, and it kind of saved me from being more depressed. It gave me something to strive towards. This was my business. This was my thing that I would commit to for the next years. And I haven't gone to uni yet. I will go to uni by October, I guess. Probably only temporarily as well, but like for 1 year I've lacked this direction in life, and the only thing that helped me was YouTube. And we'll make a separate video on that I will make a separate video on that on my on my main channel. So if you just follow me through YouTube, recommend it. I'm gonna make sure that I link my main channel down below so you can check that out. And pretty much what helped me was being a leader, taking responsibility, and I also got a job. It's just, as I said, too much freedom. It's not good for you, because when you have the choices to do anything, bro, it's basically the same as having nothing. And I realized that freedom was my killer back then, and not having a routine. And I think if I could go back, if I had the routine that I had right now, it would have been a completely different way. I would have been a completely different I know, like, things would have turned out differently, you know. And I think it just goes to show that a year has passed and I'm not the same guy anymore. Of course I'm not, you know, like, you're supposed to change, and especially when you're on self-improvement, you change a lot. But what I really want to stress you with this video, with this message, is that you should learn about mental health, and you should make sure to prioritize your mental health, you know. And I mean, right now it's Men's Mental Health Month. I've just realized that. But like, I didn't do a lot of the habits I had back then, and it was also a time where I messed up on my NoFap streak a lot because of bad mental health. And it's just, as I said, man, like, you need a purpose, you need something to work towards. And you know, always everyone's always so obsessed with purpose. When I say purpose, I don't mean you don't need to figure out your life's purpose right now. You just need something to work towards. For me, it was YouTube. For me, it was, you know, like, coming home from work, sitting down and editing my new video. That's what helped me, and that's what gave me. Wait a second. Should I go left or straight? Now I'm going straight. That's what helped me back then, just having something to fall back on. Like, there's this quote, I think, in Atomic Habits: we don't rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our assistance, we fall to the level to our routines. And man, hope it's not getting too loud. Building a routine of self-improvement is one of the most important things you can do. Having structure in your day, taking away some of that freedom, because if you can't control your mind, if your mind's just racing around, your mind always has the freedom to do everything at once, you're gonna end up in a dark place. You need to be stronger than that, right? You can't be thrust around by fucking thoughts and emotions. You need to make sure that you have a plan and you work towards that. That's what masculine energy is all about. That's what being a man is all about. What being masculine is all about. To have something to work towards, have a mission, have a goal that you can work towards. And whenever that gets taken away, man, you will feel empty. And in the book The Way of the Superior Man, David Dida, I've been reciting this book a lot recently. He basically says that masculine energy is following a goal. It's always having a mission towards something, and once you've achieved that, you have freedom. So basically, you're always on a quest for freedom. You're always trying to get that freedom, and you always, with the mission, with the goal you're pursuing, you want to get to the end point. You want to reach the goal, because then you get this level of freedom. It's kind of like getting an orgasm, right? You have post-nut clarity afterwards. That's what people on the internet call it. But if you don't have something after that, if you don't have something that you can focus on after that, man, you're gonna get depressed. And so pretty much, to sum up this video, I've been rambling about, been repeating myself a lot. I just think it's super important to learn about mental health, set structure for yourself to make sure you get routines. And yeah, man, see the monument around behind me, on a big park in Munich. That's where I'm from. It's called Nymphenburg. If you ever I don't know where the fuck this, I'm going that way. If you ever come to Munich, make sure to check this one out. Wait, I can show you the castle maybe. Yeah, make sure to build a routine. Make sure to get some structure. Plan ahead for your future. Plan ahead as a man. That's so important. Don't get stuck on the present forever. Everybody always tells you be present, live in the present moment. But I think if you don't have something other than you can strive towards, there it is, Nymphenburg Castle. That's what it's called. And it's pretty much there. It's like a big fucking monument or something. Yeah. This is turned way more into like a vlog than an actual lesson, I think. But I think it's probably cool to see that. What I want to do with this channel is just to give you more outtakes of my life, more of my everyday life, more of my fuck-ups, more of my failures. I want to be more authentic, and that's what I want to try with this channel. So yeah, what I want to give you here, guys, is hope. Is that if you're in a dark space, if you are depressed, man, if you struggle with something, all it takes is it doesn't even take a year, man. I've made a video on my main channel where I said that I pretty much got out of my worst rut ever, out of my worst depression ever in 2 weeks. It's just structure, building good routines, building good habits, following through on that, making a habit tracker, making sure to check that off, set rules for yourself. For example, I still have to go harder on this rule, but no YouTube, no Netflix after I've watched dinner, just reading and journaling, and then doing my nighttime routine, going to bed. Yeah, man, look around me. I'm in nature, recording a video. I'm fulfilling a purpose, something that gives meaning to my life. I'm feeling great. My mental health is still not on the absolute peak, but I'm getting there, man. I'm improving. I'm journaling. I'm learning new things about me. I'm meditating more. I'm learning to be more grateful. I'm out here just trying to elevate. And if I can do it, if I've been depressed a year ago, I've been depressed countless times throughout this year. I've had a lot of fucking terrible mental health problems, and I still managed to get out of it. And just to tell you, there's hope, man. Just make sure to choose the right things. Make sure to choose prioritize the good habits of the bad ones, and you can do it too. You can get out of any depression, out of any rut, out of any mental health problems that you might face, out of any mental illnesses that you might face. You can overcome any anxiety, any depression, any trauma that you might have. Make sure to integrate the good habits: journaling, reading, meditation. Meditation is a big one. Journaling is a big one. Gratitude. You will get there, man. If I can do it, you can do it too.